Alright, it's time for me to review Man of Steel. Before I get into that, I remember in 2006 when I saw Superman Returns twice in theaters, one on the normal size theater and the second time on the IMAX 3D. I did not enjoy the movie, but I saw it that second time to see what the IMAX 3D was like, and I could have done without it. This was at a time when 3D hadn't caught on yet to Hollywood movies. And now that 3D has caught on, I still don't like 3D, and I do everything to just avoid seeing movies in 3D. With Man of Steel, I again saw it on a normal sized theater, and here are my thoughts. Well, I saw it back on opening day, and like it's been a month since then, and this has been a very difficult movie for me to review because right when I left the theater back then, I couldn't say I liked it, I couldn't say I didn't like it. I felt very in the middle on the movie. And it's taken me a month to figure out why I felt that way, asking myself maybe was it just the mood I was in going into the movie? And how can I not like the movie when it had everything I wanted? It's so true. It had what I asked for going into the movie. It was a new Superman movie. It was one of my favorite superheroes. It had a new telling of the origin story, told a new Superman that wasn't related to those Christopher Reeve classic movies from 1978 and 1980. I love those movies. It was not related to Superman Returns either. And what else? It had the Superman origin in a new version of how Clark Kent grew up and became Superman and met Lois Lane, and how a new villain came in, General Zod, played by Michael Shannon. What an interesting choice to play General Zod. I really like Michael Shannon's acting. As you remember when I talked about him in the movie Take Shelter, and I really liked him in the independent film Mud, and in Man of Steel, he was really good in this. I really liked the new actors coming in to play those classic characters that we all remember from the comics, the cartoon shows, the live action shows, of course, the Christopher Reeve movies. So, how can I feel underwhelmed by it? I'll tell you. The CGI is loaded in this, as it is in many movies. In this case, some of the big, most epic fight sequences, and there are a lot of them, are completely computer generated. For example, Superman versus General Zod, they had a few fight sequences and they were completely computer generated. I would have preferred to see the actors fighting and see the actors hitting each other, and all the building collisions can still be computer generated as the filmmakers would like it. So seeing the fight sequences, those hand-to-hand combat sequences in the sky, on the ground, it took the excitement away from those scenes for me to see it completely computer generated. There was a little bit of cheesiness in the movie too, and some of it was in reference to the Christopher Reeve movies. Not that those two movies, and I'm speaking for the two movies because those are the ones I seen. I didn't see 3 and 4, but not that those two movies were cheesy, because they had a little bit of that little cheesiness that Man of Steel referenced. But those Superman movies from 1978 and 80 are still have that nice serious tone going for it as well, and Man of Steel has that too. So, for that, I found that it was an interesting startup point for a new franchise that I hear the studio wants to go with these new Superman movies, because I've heard that a sequel has already been announced and that they want to connect this with the Justice League movie. I am interested in seeing where that direction goes. And because Man of Steel had those main key elements that I asked for, the origin, the characterization, the big, long, epic storytelling, some still rather exciting fight sequences, some great acting, and Zack Snyder has improved as a director. That doesn't. That's all I want to say about Zack Snyder. And for that, do see Man of Steel. I don't see why you shouldn't see it. Do go out and see Man of Steel. It's worth your time. It's worth your money. It's worth seeing to see the startup to this new franchise that we're going to see in the future. And there you have it. Go see Man of Steel. If it's playing at a theater near you, and it probably is, then go out and see it. If they only have 3D available, either drive out somewhere to a theater that doesn't have 3D, or wait for the Blu-ray combo pack. I hope there's a Blu-ray combo pack coming out. And there you have it. Man of Steel. It's a nice viewing.